Mix. It's going on here with Ari, and we have a bear in the building. Get it? Yeah. See that. Before we get to that, obviously big ups to our sponsors, Pure 24. Summer's right around the corner. It's time to really think about making better choices. Pure 24 is an easy and delicious choice when it comes to getting your body what it needs. Going into the summer season, anything you can do to boost your immune system is a definite plus, and you can do that with one scoop of their powders, a sip of their tea, or even some of their yummy gummies. You don't know, so you can visit their website at pure24store.com. Their products ship all across the world. And of course, you can use our code TheFix to get 50% off all purchases. That's promo code TheFix to get 50% off all purchases. We also a big up Jamed's International High Power Meditation Enhances Divinity. You can visit their website at jamedsint.com. One of our patrons, I want to say big ups to him and his production label right now. As I said, people, we have a bear in the building. Somebody who run for bear our soul. Who lose our bearings.
Okay. All right.
Can't find the next synonym.
Very punny tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I'm holding you. Wow.
Joby Jay in the building. There we go.
And that was song.
Before I flap myself, I'm a one in the literature. Yeah.
And her song from her new EP album. Is it?
EP, yeah.
EP Love Levels. There we go.
Yeah, we
Bear,
were at
what
your
talking about?
listening party.
Yeah.
Wonderful, nice. And the theme, I'm noticing a red theme. Yes.
I'm going to take it serious. Red.
I get us going a full Valentine's mode.
Yeah. Love mode. It's not. Everybody been ask me if red is my favorite color because I just bear red them as me.
It's alright.
It's just a theme.
So whose idea was this then? Who convinced you?
For the red?
Yeah.
Nobody. My idea.
Okay.
Well, it wouldn't make sense.
Myself and buy beer.
True, yeah, so you don't like
red
it. So.
phone case, everything. No, it's not that I don't like it. It's not my favorite color, but people been asking me.
But it would make
If
sense.
red is my favorite color.
It's thematic.
Yeah, it's just on theme.
Yeah.
It's my first EP, you know, something a bit extra. Yeah. Period.
Well, it's a good EP.
Thank you.
You deserve to be extra.
Thank
so
you,
yeah.
thank you.
I mean, 7
appreciate that.
songs.
I like the visuals too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, my favorite one was TLC.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that
alright.
song.
Yeah, I love that song.
I love Real Love. That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Bear not your favorite because I sound like Bear your favorite.
Yeah, I thought Bear was your favorite.
Or
Bear.
is it Tatai?
And then I heard Real Love.
Okay, alright, cool. Alright.
So where you your listening party, you said Moonlight, your first track was almost like an ode to God. And when I was listening to it, like listening parties is weird because you can't really hear nothing. Like, yeah, so I'm mingling, you're mingling.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
Well, when you're listening, I got the chance to listen to the EP, and I'm thinking when I listened to it, I thought that was such a beautiful song too. Like
Thank you.
Moonlight, like
Thank you.
them say certain artists like it's a joke when them say like some gospel artist is like a love song, but them just take out love and put Jesus or something like that. And I'm like, I can see it, especially with this one. Like it just feels like a real dedication to God. And we spoke before, and we know your Christian background. So why was it important though to have your first EP and your first song being dedicated to God?
And you know what's so funny though? I think it happened very naturally. It wasn't like, all right, this is what I gotta do, and it felt like that's really not what I had in mind. It happened very naturally. We were just trying to put together the songs that had different levels, different types, different kinds of love. And I mean, I love God, so that is a level, that is a type of love.
Yeah.
And when I listened to the song and we were thinking about, okay, what are the songs that we're really gonna zero in on for this EP? I just think it fit perfectly because in my self-love journey, my relationship with God definitely impacts that, how I love myself and how I love others. So it did just make sense to me. And then when we were choosing the order, I was just like, you know what? It just makes sense to start the project with this song, set the tone, and then we'll go in at everything else.
Yeah.
Because for me, that's kind of how it works.
Yeah, and I pick up the themes too of like different kinds of love too, as you mentioned too. And I thought it really was a beautiful reflection of you.
Yeah.
Because again, we know you, like you spoke about your love of God and you're coming from a Christian background, so it would make sense for that too.
Yeah.
So coming together though, like putting the themes together, like what was the conversation like, and with your team to say like, this is what you want, like, and were there songs that you had that you couldn't put in the EP?
You know what? Now that I think about it, they really gave me a lot of creative freedom. I didn't feel at any point like I was in a box. Like they just allowed me to create. Every time I write a song, I upload it or I send it to Danny. We have all of the demo them in a one place and she go through them and she listen and she will give her thoughts. And you know, I was really just allowed to be creative and give my input in every aspect of the project, how I want it to sound, how the track list, everything. So it was really good that it came out how it came out. It feels very me, and that's something that I've been saying to people. It feels very me. It feels like I'm reintroducing myself and saying, yo, this is me. You know, Big Girl Thing was my first song, 2019. I am a more evolved person. I know myself a lot more. I'm more confident. I'm more sure of myself. So I feel like this is like another introduction.
Plays like a personal diary, if you will.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very,
Was it
very
hard for you
personal.
to open up, to let
You
people in
know
on your
what?
diary? Because usually women and females are very,
Secretive.
close and
You know
close
what?
with them
Let me tell
diary.
you. See, every time I wrote a song for this EP, I was just like, boy, look how I just tell my business. Look how I just out there and make everybody
And say you love it bare. Yeah.
But you know what? It wasn't hard. But I definitely thought about every time I finished writing a song, I was just like, oh, okay. But it wasn't hard because I never ever want to be fake, especially when I writing. So if me feel something, I go write it and it'll go come out because that's how people resonate with. If me I be real, people are gonna resonate with it. If me I do the cap thing, you know, it might work, but people not gonna feel it. So if me feel it, I think people will feel it. So it wasn't hard, but I was definitely a little nervous. I was just like, oh, well, people are gonna listen to my life pretty much. You know?
But you know, I wouldn't
Tell the truth
even.
though, hold on, tell the truth though. Beer is about you liking it bareback and you wanting to settle with one man and find that love with one man, so you don't have to use condoms having several sexual partners though. Am I how far off?
You're far, far,
I
far,
don't think
friend.
so. I don't think so.
You're far,
You love
far,
it beer.
far.
I want able for you not use condoms when you have sex. It's a simple
That's
thing.
not what it's about.
Oh,
though.
okay. I know on the surface. I'm reading in
It's
between.
not even
guys.
on the that's
I'm
not
reading
what
in
it's
between.
about.
You have to know for listen music, people. You know, you read in between the lines.
That is your interpretation of the song, Naro, and nothing is wrong with that.
One other watch Aria. Listen to the song.
Let me look it up. Like,
I have a double
Let me
back
go
and
over
read
there.
the pre the lyrics of the song. No,
Anyways,
that was not
beer.
anything in any at all. making the
No,
song.
beer. The word beer, meaning raw.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't mean it in a sexual way. Of course, sex is a part of love and intimacy.
of course.
But when I say beer, I mean somebody loving you just as you are in your rawest, truest form. No fluff, no filters, no none. Just
No
you.
condoms.
Well, if that your vibe, that can in it too. You know, but that was not the mentality. Nah.
You had no prevent, so maybe that's what other people would interpret from it.
And I mean, if that's what they interpret, that's what they interpret because it's art. People are gonna feel how them
True.
feel about it, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when people would interpret that way, like, how would you feel?
I don't feel no way.
Okay.
I don't feel no way about it.
You shouldn't feel no, because that's how I interpret it.
Okay, that's fine. It come out strong. You drink straight this morning.
Gosh.
Okay, the meaning behind the songs. But just a precept that was, it had a double, triple meaning. That way. Yeah.
That's what you want, Naro.
But because though you rightly say, like, it felt very personal. But the thing
Yeah.
is, I wasn't even thinking of your personal feelings. I just thought that you tap into like love from a female perspective. And I guess
that is also.
and I
yeah.
guess that's the true thing. We're so connected, and the more we're not different. We're not so different from each other because like we all have these same
very,
feelings,
very
similar. Yeah.
very
So
similar
I mean,
standards.
what's the response and reception like from other females? Like who?
I think my J's, people who know my music and know me and follow me closely, them know say me I talk up. Them know say me I talk up. A lot of women always reach out to me and say, yo, they really love how when they listen to my music, they can feel like may I talk to them or may I talk for them. And you know, that is a very heavy thing. But it's been a lot of good feedback, you know. It's been a lot of good feedback, and it's so humbling. I'm so grateful that people really like genuinely like the project. Like every day I get some more think pieces, paragraphs. People are sending me voice notes about just why they love the project, what them favorite song. And it's so interesting to see like what's people's favorites, because like in my head I was just like, okay, maybe it's gonna be these songs, but then when it come out, people are just like, well, it's this song, you know. So it's been really good, and I'm really happy that people feel seen. One of my friends, my really close friend, said to me that, Joby, you know, TLC made me feel, TLC, how you worded TLC is something that I want to say but didn't know how to say. I was just like, interesting.
Well, and I mean, I know TLC, but if you listen to TLC, I found it not funny, but funny,
Okay,
like,
yeah.
You know, like, it flip it, because when it is TLC and love, it usually on us as women, but it's really about you taking care of your man.
And I'm so happy. I'm so happy, and I love that song so much, because I think as women, we always talk about what we want and what we want and what we want to get, and the man have to do this and the man have to do that, but I don't feel like sometimes we talk about how we give love to somebody that we love, somebody that we admire, somebody who we say, oh, am my man this, am my person this, you know. So I really wanted a song that would talk about that, because I'm a very loving,
about the song.
I'm a very loving, giving person. If I love somebody, I love them right through. I mean, I do the most. So I really wanted to do that for the persons who, you know, them love.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Them man, you know?
Do the most.
Do the most.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy.
I do enough.
That's because I feel like most of the project,
Bare minimum.
I feel like most of the project I'm talking about, you know, the love I want to get. So I think, you know, last time on TLC kind of touched on.
Yeah, and I guess the full is a full song. Like the full album is like a full love album, not just for you, not just for, you know, friends, God, but you might too. Yeah,
just love.
I was speaking of cold-hearted people.
Well, you look at me.
Was there any inhibitions about making this type of EP in a world that seemed like it's loveless?
Jaded.
I love that question.
You know, everybody I try to prove how, you know, cold-hearted them can be.
High value woman.
And those type
I
of
love that
debates
question.
going on now.
I love that question. I don't remember who asked me. I was doing an interview and the person said, you know, what is your aim with the EP? And I was just like, I never thought about that, you know. And I think what I really want is for people to remember or know that love is abundant. I think with social media and just how times stay, it's all up. It's like, oh my God, you know, real relationships are dead, and them that kind of love them don't exist no more, and people fake, and it's hard to find good man, and it's like a lot of negativity surrounding love and relationships. And I hope that when people listen to the project, them can have some kind of hope to say, you know what, I want a beer love, I want a last time type of love, I want a real love. And I really hope that it can make them feel hopeful. Because like the relationship thing, it is scary, you know.
It's for the birds.
You know, and especially if you get hurt before. But I really hope that it's a project that can inspire people to still be hopeful and still know that your love is real and it exists and it is abundant. I feel like social media make we pre-love from a very lack kind of viewpoint, but me not really believe in that personally.
I'm piggybacking off a question today. I saw somebody else ask in a different capacity.
Okay.
Giannis, the basketballer, and you know the question he asked if he didn't go to the playoff. So the question was if they thought.
All right, let me further contextualize because you're messing it up already.
I'm sorry.
He's in the playoffs. He just got eliminated from the playoffs. He just got eliminated from. You said he was going into the playoffs.
I didn't say that.
That's what you
I
said.
didn't say.
All right. So he's in the playoffs. They're the number one seed. Full context. Number one seed got eliminated by the 8th seed.
Yeah.
He was asked if he praised the season as a failure.
So my question off that though, to revamp it, was if love don't last, especially in this jaded world, like you know, if you get to love for like a year, real love kind of love for like a year or two, and it ends, is it a failure?
Okay. I answered a very similar question to that the other day on my Instagram. I think how we've been socialized to look at the ending of relationships is like from this very negative point of view. Like, oh, it ended and oh, it's bad and I wasted my time. And no, I'm just like, no, it was good. It was good at some point. And I mean, even if it ended terribly, it was something that at some point you were just like, I love this. And you were enjoying it. And even if it was bad, you learned. Or I would hope, that you learned from it. So I feel like whether a relationship is a week or 3 months or a year or 5 or more, when it ends, I think it's good to be able to look at it from both perspectives to say, all right, then this wasn't the best, and maybe going forward, this is how I can try to prevent this, or going forward, this is how I can correct this or set up better boundaries. And then on the other side, you must can be able to look at it and be like, you know what though, I have some good memories with this person. I remember how this person used to make me laugh, or this person taught me this, or this person made me feel good about myself in this way. I don't think things are always bad. So I think you can still be able to like just appreciate it for what it is. So if it end, things can last forever. But yeah, relationships are seasonal sometimes, and all of them are gonna last.
True.
So yeah.
True.
What do you say to the people them that get hurt from relationships and are afraid to move on to others? Because they're afraid of getting hurt.
Again.
Boy,
Again.
I wish song Mr. Love is a risk, but I want to take it. Real love. Love is always risky because for it to be substantial, in my opinion, you have to be vulnerable. So if you're gonna be vulnerable, it's a chance, it's a risky thing. It's like you're there at the edge of the cliff. Dance, dirt at the edge of the cliff. And you know, have to drop, But there's a very high chance that you will drop.
But why we have to do it at the edge of the cliff?
So like,
why we can't be in the center in solid ground?
Risky, but I think with when you're really hurt and you're very afraid, I think you have to do like a lot of introspection to figure out what exactly is the root of the fear. Because sometimes it's a us problem, and when I realize it's a us problem. And then sometimes it can be the other person, the person who hurt you. So I feel like if you're afraid, it's okay to be afraid, but take some time to kind of really think about that. Why are you afraid? Is it that you just not believe say it worth it? Is it that you feel like because you've been hurt so much, good love not exist no more? Is it that you are just afraid that you may self-sabotage? Because that's also a thing. So I think, take some time to really look into yourself and ask yourself some questions. And if it is that the person who hurt you, can have a conversation with them, that can be helpful too. If that person is willing to be open and honest with you, that can be helpful. But if you not have that, like me never have that. If you not have that, you just have to work it out with yourself. Or if you have a good friend, or if you have a therapist, do that. And it will bring you some clarity and kind of lead you in terms of how you will move forward, know?
All right, love guru.
Guru, beautiful. I ain't no guru, okay? I'm just a young girl that's trying to figure it out.
I love it, beer. Yeah.
Why you focus on love for your first EP?
You know what? Love Levels wasn't originally Love Levels. My EP wasn't Love Levels. It just evolved into Love Levels because of a series of life events, When we started working on an EP first, it wasn't really a love themed thing. But as me say, girl got through a breakup, girl broke up in her pieces and dashed on the ground or whatever. And
so why is that? I hate you so much. Why was it that EP?
And that prompted a shift. And as I said before, I always try to be very honest with my music. So naturally, because of what I was going through, the music started to change. The content of the music started to change. The lyrics started to change. And that's really how it turned into Love Levels. But, when I think about my first EP being Love Levels, I'm just like, what? This is so fitting. This is so fitting because of the person that I am and the person that I've always been. He's a very, very lovey-dovey person. From I know myself, me always see people and I like them.
You always wear red and white for Valentine's Day.
Relationships and them love it. I've been that person from like ever since I know myself.
Wow.
So I just think it's so fitting. It's so on brand for me for my first EP to be a project about love. It is so on brand.
Wow.
Some
You
people
know?
call you and term as a yamed.
As I am it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not afraid. If them want that I for them business. But people may also have that view if they are operating from a place where they're not really self-actualized and them not really at the work and a heal. So if you want
Them
you
call
want
people,
me a
they
yamed
call
because of
men
my
who
views,
love
that's
their
fine.
women a simp and girl clown.
And that's interesting. That's
know,
weird though.
This
But
world is stupid.
it's very stupid because I feel like sometimes I'm gonna say the women of the internet. Sometimes I feel like women can give very like mixed it just mix up. You want a man who gonna treat you good, but you don't want a man who gonna treat you good.
Mixed signals, confusion.
So a man who treat you good is a simple.
Yeah.
Alright. So a man who treat you bad is what? That's the real man. Like I don't know what do we actually want.
That's why you're not supposed to take advice from the internet.
Yeah, so I mean, I am, but I graduate now. I graduate from Yam school. Thank God, hallelujah.
So
I
when you
love that for you, sis.
so
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
wrote this song, it was like, was it therapeutic? Because you
Which
say
one?
Yeah.
no, the album. Sorry,
Okay.
like was it therapeutic for you? Like because you say you got through a heartbreak, so was
Yeah,
it
it
giving you the
was.
space to heal and
It was because even like Real Love is track 2. Real Love, I wrote Real Love like in the middle of the breakup, like in the midst of my heartbreak, which is so interesting because, and I think it goes back to what I said about when people listen to the EP, I really want them to be hopeful about love. I want them to think that love is abundant, because when I wrote Real Love, I say, in the second verse, love is a beautiful thing when it's genuine, and I want to give in. Them time them me tell us me I go through it, I'm confused.
You just didn't want to show off the pipes a while
Oh,
ago.
what
You could have said the lyrics.
Come on, that wasn't even like
She's a singer.
good. But anyway, I wrote that song like in the fresh heartbroken. But I was talking about the love that I wanted. Come and say, I'm heartbroken right now, but I know the end of the world. I know I'm gonna find love again. I know it's gonna nice again.
I like that for you, sis.
Yeah, like
Even like TLC, I like that, you're being reassuring to any potential suitors out there.
potential, right?
Yeah, because as much as women like to be reassured, men like to be reassured as well. Say,
Definitely.
you're not going to take your shit from your prior
Exactly.
relationship to me. No bother with
Definitely.
that. Me come here for love you. You know
Definitely,
what I mean?
yeah.
No bother carry your previous baggage and
you know what's so
muck that
funny?
to me.
What you say about suitors, I was thinking to myself, and I was just like, if any guy out there is interested and them want to know me, them can listen to me EP. Listen to me EP. Yeah.
and you get the real lyrics.
Listen to me EP. If you want to know how to love me, if you want to know how to come, or to approach me, listen to the EP. You know what?
You're a child now. You're a child.
No, I walked into that one, so I'm not that evil. I'm walking another one
Which
there.
song to listen to?
Another question. Do you know if your ex have heard the EP? Has he heard the EP? And
I don't know if him hear it, but I feel like him hear it because to all people that share it and I listen to it, even if him not listen to it, I know he must hear peace. I not ask. I know he must hear peace.
so when you never write one to him, like say, fuck you, bitch. That's a form of
The
love.
cool artist.
That's a form of love,
Yeah,
Why she can't say I hate
And
you
you
so
know
much
what's
right
funny?
now?
You know what's funny? We kind of have a song kind of like that, but it's not that harsh.
Oh.
But it never make it. Never make the cut.
Why?
Never
Why?
him.
For reasons.
Okay.
It never make the cut. Maybe it will come out another time, or as a single or something. But
Then start dress all black though.
Jesus. So yeah, I don't know. It just no. I mean, I never really want to be like a Taylor Swift, I don't want to be so specific.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if him hear it, you know that definitely was for me. Or would you go so specific in your writing, like where? Okay. Oh.
No, I don't think it necessary.
Okay.
I'm not give you so much shine. You mad?
Okay.
Crazy?
Okay.
No.
I think that you genuinely remain hopeful.
No,
And you wanted
genuinely.
that to come out in the
Yeah,
next
genuinely.
Mm.
I don't know, I just love and them something there.
And I love that you love.
I love it. Last time he's a wedding photographer, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
It all lines up.
There we go.
Love is okay.
It's okay. And it's
okay.
nice.
No, you know get the context in which she said that.
Wait, let me see it.
Like I said, alright. That's all.
Oh, she said like, it's alright.
I said love is okay.
If I say you feel, that's okay
Love
too.
is okay.
She cool at it.
No, no, that's not true.
Alright. Well, Joby, sure. Big ups to you, Joby Jay, and your new EP, Love Levels. It's a great body of work.
But talk
you.
about the production too, like before you end it. Like,
Oh, yes,
the production. It sounded reggae, like and it kind of keep true to that core sound of reggae. Why is that? Like for somebody as young and we're moving into a newer direction, but you kind of kept the core of reggae.
I'm really happy you said that, because I was thinking that, you know what? I wonder if this EP is a little risky, because all the songs are not reggae. All the songs are not reggae. It have the Afrobeat vibe. TLC have a kind of dancehall feel.
That's
so
why it's my favorite.
So I was just like, it's not safe. But I really wanted this EP to be a fusion of songs, because that is who I am, that is the music that I love, and that is the music that I want to do. So I was just like, you know what, boy, I'm on deaf. People are gonna be like, I wish I go with this Afrobeat something. I'm a piano, I wish I go with that. But I really just wanted it to be very representative of me. Those are sounds that I definitely want to explore more, and fuse with Jamaican sounds, reggae dancehall. So yeah, I'm happy that people still feel like it's Jamaican, even though I dabble, So I still really wanted to have a reggae songs on it, because me love reggae, me not stop love reggae. Reggae is what inspired me to start music. So I really just wanted it to be a mixture, but still stay true to, what people fell in love with at first, which is reggae, Joby.
And I think that you accomplished that.
Yeah.
I think more over than that, it stayed true to you and who we and other people, are introduced to you as. I think that's once you stay to that, I think that you'll be good, man. And it produces a good body of work.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I mean, I have to big up the producers, like all the producers. And I'm so happy that I worked with a mixture of producers. So I work with producers that people know, and producers that people are probably just like, oh, I didn't know about this person, which I think is so important, So I'm just so happy to every producer that I got to work with for this project. Like the creation process was so fun. Like it was so fun. I was excited for every single studio session. Every time I say a studio session in the calendar, the whole day I think about me, I say, all right, we have a studio session. All right, cool. Like me just excited. I made a tweet the other day about me just being in love with the creation process of songs, because you have this idea. Sometimes you have an idea, you don't have a rhythm. Sometimes you have a rhythm and then you add the idea. And it's just so interesting to see how it evolves. And then when you go into the studio, you record, and then you add the layers, and then you add the ad-libs, and you add the harmonies. And then when you get the mix, it's a different thing, because, I think mixing is also another creative process. So it was just so fun for me to create this project, and just seeing how every song turns out. So yeah, it was a very good experience. I'm just happy that people love it, because I said, why? I wonder if people are gonna be like, this is trash. And if people feel like that's trash, if people feel like it's trash, maybe be like, well, Joby, people are gonna feel how them feel, and it's okay. But I'm happy that so far people seem to really love it.
It's not like you love the process of song making.
Yeah,
I do. It's very exciting. So like, yeah, the end product and the song is nice, but the process, the rough process, when you're just like, you don't even know where to go, it's just so interesting to me.
Have you ever gotten a writer block? Like writer's block? Like, just like, judge, what me figure out, what me do. Like, you get the rhythm, as they say, and you're like, what am I supposed to say?
Sometimes I do. Like, sometimes I'll start writing one song, and then me dip on a vibe, and I go, and then after we probably reach like the first verse and the chorus, I say, all right, where me go now? Which road me for turn pan? Cause I don't really know what to do. You know, so sometimes I'll start writing a song and then me finish it fast, and then another time, me and the song for weeks, me and the song for months. Or then he said, Joby, you not finish the song, I like the song, yeah. And every time I try to finish it, I say, boy, my brain not do the braining right now for that song, yeah. So sometimes it happens, but it's rare. It's rare because I feel like whatever I'm going through, whether I'm good, my bad, my sad, my happy, it'll go come out somewhere in the music. Yeah.
How long it took you to create this EP? What was the time process, the length of time for you?
You know, when I think about it, it's from 2020. From 2020.
So 2 years you've been working on this?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
from 2020.
I'm sure it's not just the 7 songs because they had songs that never made the cut.
Yeah,
Okay.
there are some more songs. You know, depending on how people receive the project, maybe we'll do a deluxe version. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But make we see how people really, you know, stream it and listen to it and buy it. And we could see if we do a deluxe version or we just release the extra ones as singles as time goes by. But yeah. You wanted to ask something?
Yeah, me that before Ari interrupt.
No, well, I was asking a question and you were trying to interrupt me.
Before she first me. Okay.
That's how
Which
it
one you
is.
enjoy more, love making or song making?
That is a hard one. Hard one. Funny. What you say? Love making or song making?
Yeah, you say I know me one.
First of all, what does someone know about love making?
Alright, Joby. Joby, where can the people them follow you on the social media? Now you're being fake. I thought we're being real. I'm talking about real love here. Alright.
Oh my God! What's that? What you follow me?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you got?
Okay, do I look into the camera? Which camera am I
Yes, the
looking
one
at?
with the red.
All right. You can follow me on Instagram,
Much a color scheme.
TikTok,
Yeah.
Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, YouTube. Joby Jay Music, Joby Jay Music. And listen to my EP, okay? Check it out.
Yeah, tell them where
Which
them
one?
can get it.
It's everywhere.
Apple Music, Audio
Apple
Mac.
Music, Tidal, Spotify, Deezer, Amazon Music, YouTube Music. It's, yeah. Love Levels, LOVELEVELS. Yes. That's all. Me say me fully there question myself a while ago. Me say, look what me go come and show the people them some dance. Jesus.
That's a dance.
But it's definitely worth the listen. I'm sure.
It is.
We definitely recommend it.
But no, like, I feel good, so I feel that way about it.
Fix endorsed.
Yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was nice.
I'm telling you, Joby, everybody can make a forward to them EP launch or event. Yeah, so. Episode.
We loved it.
I appreciate it, you know?
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
And let me use the song. What song you use?
Bear.
Bear for Busty Youth.
Yeah,
Let me see, man. Always I support the youth.
I'm kind of disappointed that it didn't, mean what I thought it meant. Or at least have that mean. But it's alright. It's cool. It's a good song.
Thanks.
Yeah. Joby. People are Joby Jay the fix. I mean,